Alright. Hello, YouTube. This is Light Thunderstorm. I've been trying to do a playthrough of Skyrim. Unfortunately, I'm not able to voice over a lot while doing this playthrough, which is why this is the first time you're going to be hearing me actually talk throughout the video. Last video, I named it the Markarth Conspiracy. Something glitched out horribly with the guard that was supposed to continue the quest line, where I was supposed to get arrested and thrown into the mine or whatever. I'm hoping that when I come back later on at another time or whatever, they'll, come up and say, stop in the name of the Jarl or whatever, and I can continue on, but for right now, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to put it on hold for now. So, I guess it's time to continue the companion quest line and get that out of the way. So I'm gonna fast travel to Dawnstar. I'm gonna make my way to the fort to retrieve the artifact of Wuthred. Because revenge and all that. Yeah. If you've been watching my playthrough so far, you've noticed that every time I go up against Silver Hand, I try to collect as many of their silver swords and stuff that they can. That's just a personal agenda of mine. I always make it a point to collect as many of the silver weapons as I can. It's just a me thing. I don't know why I do it, I just like the silver weapons. Just how I am. I don't really know what I'm going for as far as my character build is. Right now, it's mainly one-handed and restoration, but, I usually favor two-handed weaponry, and, the big, bulky armor and all that, but I find that's not always the best way to go about, so I guess the weapon I use depends on the situation I'm in at the time. Should be right up here. And I should be able to collect plenty of their swords this time. Because well, now that I have a house and everything, I can just drop unwanted items off there whenever I need to. Little fox walking in place. Uh-oh. You're not a fox. You're a big bad ugly and needs to just shut up and die. My difficulty setting is adept. Oh, I hate spiders. Hate spiders. Ugh. Kill them all with fire, seriously. Eight-legged freak. Alright. I feel like I always have trouble finding the entrance to this place. Probably just took the long way around too. That'll work.
start running so I can stab you in the back.
Now you pay. That's all you got. No.
What you want, huh?
Now, if you guys had swords, why are you using daggers? Okay, whatever. They're just NPCs. It's fine.
Die, damn it. Go ahead, try and fight.
Oh, I know this area well now.
What was that? Time.
I usually hate fighting this guy.
In this little game. Damn you! That it? That your best?
You're a fool to fight me.
The reason I don't take many items is because, when it comes to selling stuff or whatever, I never really have good luck in finding anybody that takes it for a decent price. When it comes to making money and stuff, I'll usually sell, like, anything I smith or whatever, like daggers and stuff that helps me actually level up. I've platinum Skyrim already, so I mean, I really have no reason to go above and beyond trying to collect every single little thing, especially whenever half the time you can't even use half the things that you collect. If it were like Fallout, I'd be all over it collecting everything, but in Skyrim, there's no need. Oh, and a heads up, I have Oblivion for PS3. I have it on my Xbox One. I have it for PS Now on the PS4. I wish it was for the PS4 so that I could stream. As soon as I find out how to stream Oblivion, that is going to be a thing. Because I love that game. Sad thing is, Oblivion kind of blows this game out of the water in a way. Especially with the quests. Skyrim looks better, but
Now,
Oblivion
ain't
is
this
more thought out.
Tell you what.
If that makes sense.
Hit. You won't leave Skyrim alive! Bastard! Just stand still! We are routed! Time to die, hero! Damn you! I cannot...
That might have been a little brutal, but it got the point across. Alright, I got Wuthred. Time to get back to Whiterun. Talk to Ayala, I think. As soon as I get the companion quest line done, I'll actually start on the main quest, just to get that going. That might be the next episode, I'm not sure. And as far as me always having a voiceover or whatever, it's not always gonna be a guarantee. I'm alone right now at home and everything. When I have other people around and try to do voiceovers, it ends up going badly because
Enlightenment! And deserve our praise,
the people,
for we are one.
my mom, my stepfather, they mean well, but they don't always understand. Nothing against them, I love them, it's just I feel like I don't want to annoy them, and if I do it without a voiceover but talk it in the
Have
description
you
or
been bringing
whatever,
the battle to the Silver
for the
Hand?
most part,
Another
it's
piece of
just
glory.
best for
Good work,
everyone,
shield.
otherwise I'm not going to be able to do any videos at all. It's sad, but
I've been hearing rumors of Silver. A group of them has holed up. Run fast, my friend.
it's just the way it is for right now.
Take pity, sir, and spare me a few septums. What? Why are you... Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Da, 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 da. Silverhand Lieutenant in the Rift. Cool.
been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Who knows? Maybe I'll do an unmodded playthrough and then I'll play through again with mods, but when I do it then, I'll do it at a much slower pace than just, you know, different character. Maybe I'll actually roleplay as a character when I do that. I don't think I've ever actually roleplayed a character before, so that could be interesting. Maybe go through the game as a Khajiit. Oh, well, I just realized where we were. Hadar. Might as well knock two quests out at once, huh?
You can't hide from me.
Where are you?
Okay, fine. I'll cheat.
Not impressed. You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
And this is a little much.
I'll kill you if I have to. Now you'll pay.
Sure, have mercy on you.
You're as good as dead.
That's right. Come after me, Yellow. Time to use some finely used cheese.
You think you can take me?
Think you can take me?
No sign of
He just got launched. So, seriously, if they have all these other weapons, why are they resorting to the weaker ones? think there are two bandit chiefs in this area. And some really frickin' powerful mages.
Gonna start keeping a knife on my boot.
Huh?
Alright.
Had enough of you! We are...
Kill you if I have to. Did you hear something?
I don't even understand how he saw me. Nope. There we go. Always look around for books. Alrighty then.
Found you!
You picked a bad time to get lost.
Ain't this a surprise?
That's it. That's...
Prepared to die. I'll kill you if I have to. No. Put you down.
Prepare to die!
I knew serpentining would actually work in the game. Alright, so I have to go lower. There we go. Ugh. Don't know, don't wanna know. All I know is it hurt. Well aimed. Alright. Yeah, this episode I'm probably gonna leave off as soon as I talk to Codlock, I believe, because I believe, this is the part where he asks me to go hunt down the witches or whatever, the ones that turn the companions into werewolves to begin with, in hopes of finding a cure for the curse.
We are
And the next episode will be
writhing in the field.
when I hunt down the witches and whatever happens after that. I don't want to have them be too long, unfortunately. I know that some of the videos have been short. That
I've
has
been running interference
that
for
the
you
reason
around
most of the
here. I
videos
don't think
are
anyone's
so
caught on to
short
our
is
new campaign
because
yet.
I intended for
Have
them
you
to
been bringing the
be
battle?
longer,
Excellent.
but whenever
Looks
I
like you've
started
really
to
driven them
do
into
the
hiding.
shot or
Keep this
whatever,
up. We'll
whenever I
wait for
started
them
shooting,
yet.
I had already gotten to a point in the video where I couldn't reload a save to redo anything, but it was like just perfectly timed that I had
All
to
right then.
stop doing what I was doing to go do something around the house or something like that. And unfortunately, it was either I
I've been tending to the warriors.
restart the video with some parts missing from it, or I make that specific part that was seen into an individual video or whatever, and then I just continue on to the next part so that nothing gets left out. And in favor of being completely transparent with everyone, I made the hard decision to keep those pieces in, even if it meant only having like a 7-minute video, so that you got to see everything that happened rather than me trying to fix it or whatever. Probably not the best mistake, but, well, probably not the best idea. But there's not a whole lot you can really do when it comes to all the saves or whatever. And I'm not very good about saving in advance or whatever. I should be. If this was Oblivion, I would be doing it all the time. But I suck at saving. So I am sorry for all the little short snips here and there, and I'm sure there's going to be quite a few more, but just bear with me as we go along on this journey.
I've been looking for you.
What do you want, old man?
Yes, youngling. Have a seat.
Oh, God.
I hear you've been busy of late. Your hearts are full of grief, and my own weeps at the loss of Skjor. But his death was avenged long ago. You have taken more lives than honor demanded. The cycle of retaliation may continue for some time. In any case, I have a task for you.
Yep,
Have you
he's
heard
about
the story
to
of how
ask
we
about the
came to
witches.
be werewolves? The boy has a nugget of truth, but the reality is more complicated than that. It always is. The companions are nearly 5,000 years old. This matter of beast blood has only troubled us for 400. One of my predecessors was a good but short-sighted man. He made a bargain with the witches of Glenmoral Coven. If the companions would hunt in the name of their lord Hircine, we would be granted great power. They did not believe the change would be permanent. The witches offered payment, like anyone else. But we had been deceived.
You see, I see both sides of this. I always look at the glass as both half empty and half full. A lot of my friends often refer to me as a mediator, a peacekeeper. I always see both sides of the story and I try to balance it out or even it out. So yes, while he is more powerful now, technically the witches still wronged them by tricking them. So there really isn't a good response, but if it was me, it would definitely be the witches should be hunted down for their trickery. That would probably be the best response that I would give.
I've been looking. Have you heard the story of how we came to be
Oh,
werewolves?
apparently I waited too long.
The boy. It always is. One of my If the companions would hunt in the... They did not, but we had been deceived. We'll get to that. It's not so simple as just killing them, though. The disease, you see, affects not just our bodies. It seeps into the spirit. Upon death, werewolves are claimed by Hircine for his hunting grounds. For some, this is a paradise. They want nothing more than to chase prey with their master for eternity. And that is their choice. But I am still a true Nord, and I wish for Sovngarde as my spirit home. That's what I've spent my twilight years.
Yeah, just decapitate one of them and throw it into the fire.
The answer.
Oh, wait.
The witch's magic ensnared us, and only their magic can release us. They won't give it willingly, but we can extract their foul powers by force. I want you to seek them out. Go to their coven in the wilderness. Strike them down as a true warrior of the wild. And bring me their heads, the seat of their abilities. From there, we may begin to undo centuries of impurity. Good. Now move quickly. Tallow.
Okay, now, before I end this video, the thing about the Glenmorial witches that he's about to have me hunt down, what is interesting about them is in Oblivion, if you become a vampire, unlike Skyrim, in Oblivion, if you become a vampire and you get to your third stage or whatever, of vampirism or whatever, because of not feeding, you start to take damage from the sun and stuff. So, naturally, you're going to want to cure yourself at some point after becoming a vampire. I mean, it's not quite the same as in Skyrim where you get a cool look and everything and, you know, you become all powerful or whatever. Being a vampire in Oblivion is... Unless you're going for a 100% complete playthrough, there really is no reason you should ever become a vampire in Oblivion. But anyway, what I'm saying is if you ever become a vampire in Oblivion and you want to cure yourself, you have to go and hunt down or track down a Glenmorial witch who will then send you to collect a bunch of ingredients and whatever, and then you take them back to her and she creates a cure for your vampirism. But what I'm getting at here is it's funny how you need a Glenmorial witch like 500 years ago to help you cure your vampirism, and now they're having you hunt them all down and wipe them out completely in this game. I feel like I feel like they could have done a little bit more story-wise with them, because there's so much about them that we don't know. And yet, this is it. We just wipe them out completely. I don't know. I feel like I hope that in the next Elder Scrolls or whatever, I hope that we don't end up actually wiping them out here. Like, only a portion of them get wiped out here. I hope there's, like, at least one or two that survive and make it into Elder Scrolls 6. But, yeah, it's crazy. So many references from Oblivion to Skyrim and from even Morrowind. It's crazy. If you haven't had the chance to play at least Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 4, and then Elder Scrolls 5, I highly suggest you either watch a playthrough on YouTube or something, because it's just so much info and such a great storyline. Believe it or not, I played Skyrim first and then I played Oblivion, and then I actually found Oblivion to be more fun to play because all the quest lines, each of them are uniquely differently. Okay, if that sound in the background, that's our pup. I find Oblivion to be much more satisfying than Skyrim is as far as quest lines go. The dungeons in Skyrim are much better than the ones in Oblivion, but the quest lines in Oblivion are much better than the ones in Skyrim. Skyrim has better combat physics and everything. Like in Oblivion, it's literally just sideways slashing. All you see is a left, right, left, right, left, right. That's it. In Skyrim, it's left, right, up, down. Actual physically swinging as if it's a normal human being.
Says that I have the strength of Ysgramor, and my blood has all the smarts.
I don't know. I suggest if you can try to find a way to play Oblivion and Skyrim, compare and contrast the two, and make your own decision. I personally think Oblivion's better than Skyrim in some ways, and then I find Skyrim being better than Oblivion in other ways, so every game has its goods and its bads, but I feel like everyone that is into the Elder Scrolls should at least have a chance to play through at least number 4 and number 5. But that's just me. You guys make your own opinion. Do you. As I said, I'm gonna end this video here when he asked me to go after the witches, and then the next video I am going to actually go hunt down the witches, and maybe we'll end the companion quest line in the next video. But for right now, I have to cut it off here before it gets too much longer, and then I start getting people complaining, so catch you in the next one.